Welcome back to Coyote Classics. Today we're checking out a pretty awesome car. This is a 1968 Camaro SS. Big black 4-speed. But the best thing with this one is a very low original mile car. Interior is 100% original. And when you get behind the wheel and drive this car, it drives like going back to 1968 and driving it off the lot. I mean, just super, super special. Great ownership history, which we'll all get into in this video. Sounds good.
That's awesome.
This is a 4-owner car. We'll get into some of that. I'll let you listen to the that 396 once we get the hood open. And then Shay and I will tell you a little bit about the history on this Camaro. It's got a nice cam in it and that low idle, so it's got that nice choppy idle. And that engine runs awesome. 4-owner car. Previous owner had went through and talked to every owner, you know, of this car before him. Got all the information on it. According to the original owner, who we tracked down and interviewed, it was originally an L78 car, so 396, 375 horsepower Camaro. At some point in its life, was it the first or second owner that took that engine out, put a 327 in, and raced it?
Yeah, that was the second owner. So if you want to take a look at our website, coyoteclassics.com, I wrote an extremely detailed description and history because of this thing's just super unique and cool place. And yeah, the second owner saw it after the original owner blew the engine, drag racing in 1969, and dropped in a built 327, 350 horsepower engine in it, and he took it drag racing as well. So a lot of racing history on this car, and yeah.
That's why the miles are so low. The odometer reads 8,000 original miles, but they had the speedometer unhooked the whole time they were drag racing.
Right.
So the body of the car has probably got about 20,000 miles on it. Odometer only shows 8, but 20-something thousand original mile car, and it's just, it drives like it too. When you take this thing down the road, those of you who've driven a low mileage classic know what I'm talking about. But when you drive this car, you feel like you just went back to 68 and are taking one off the lot just because how it handles, how it shifts. It's pretty damn sweet.
Yeah, and that second owner and the first owner, when they took it drag racing, they didn't do anything to this chassis. They didn't mess with it. They didn't do anything. They just kept it really nice and stock because it was good how it was. And it's also got the same kind of ash gold paint that it originally came with this black band stripe. The second owner and every owner since took very, very good care of it. And the second owner especially, who owned it from 69 all the way up until 1981, only let it see rain when it was caught out on the racetrack. And yeah, the third owner drove it like 400 miles a year from 1981 all the way up until 2013. And then, yeah, the fourth owner didn't drive it barely at all, put no miles on it from 2020 through 2024. He drove it a maximum of 30 miles from his home.
Man, that's cool.
This thing is just pristine.
Yeah, it's not very often on a classic car do you have all that history.
And it's all documented too. It's super cool.
That is cool. I like the rally wheels, the BFG raised wet letter tires. Again, older paint. Do you know when did they say anything about when it was repainted?
Yeah, I believe the third owner, who owned it from 81 through 2013, repainted it. It's pretty early on when he first bought it. But yeah.
Nice. So older paint still looks great, but it's gonna have a few small little chips when we go around it. But overall, it's got a great look and shine, really great gaps, and that's what you get with a 20-something thousand original mile car. You get those awesome gaps, really nice interior. Very, very straight body. Back there, that's just that tire shine stuff that I drove before we did our video, so our tire shine kind of kicked up on the recorder, but no bubbles or blisters down low, all very solid. Right? I think this is the original vinyl top.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's in good shape. You do have a couple small little bubbles way back here on that vinyl top. Very common, but the rest of it's all really nice and solid. The interior is kind of what blows me away, just how nice and clean that is for being original. Door panels are awesome. We got a few small scuffs, but again, these were put on there in 1968. Door jamb paint's good. Corner of the door's rust-free. And like you said, no one ever put a roll cage in it. No one ever, did anything crazy with the chassis.
The only thing that was ever changed on this car was the engine.
Nice. Dash pad's excellent.
Yeah.
Even the wood grain.
Oh yeah.
This is just fantastic.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and it's got a bunch of like period correct, like it looks like late 60s, early 70s Stuart Warner gauges right there. That's a pretty good indicator of this car's history as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Paint on the dash is awesome. It's got the Hurst shifter.
Yep.
Console's in excellent shape. No cracks or nothing like that in the console. Seats are
Awesome.
yeah, I mean, they're as good as you're ever going to find an original seat. Carpet's in great shape as well. I really like this interior color.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like a ivory green. It's all correct as well. Like I said, completely original. And
you can tell
if you want to check out any of the decodes, just go to our website.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can tell this is original too by just some of that fade here, sun fade on the top, on both sides of the rear door panels. The headliner's awesome. Again, it's original. You do have a small little seam split back there on that corner, but something this old, it's in remarkable shape. Yeah, I'm just impressed with the wood grain and stuff on that interior.
Yeah.
Usually that wood grain gets so shitty, but
yeah, it'll flake off.
do you want
after a
to
long
grab the keys?
time.
Oh, you already got the keys.
Yep, we got the keys.
You're one step ahead of me. Good job. Tail light lenses, those are original. You can see a little bit of like salt and pop on that. Back bumper looks good. Rear valance is in good shape as well. I like this too.
Yeah.
Being correct painted to match spare.
That's right. Uniroyal red line tire.
I wonder if
Super cool.
I wonder if that's the original or if it was replacement.
Yeah, with this thing's mileage, it would not surprise me at all.
That's crazy. But just look how solid the trunk is.
Right.
Again, this thing's only ever seen rain one time when it got caught on the racetrack.
Yeah, a couple different times when it got caught on the racetrack. Third owner had it garaged at his parents' house from 81 all the way up till 2013. Yeah.
That's really cool.
And like I said, if you want to see anything more about the history of this car, I wrote a whole thing about it. There's a lot more that I haven't even mentioned.
Just a time capsule.
Really is.
This is kind of neat too, like that. It's all
right.
original.
Yeah, original SS cap. It does look like it's got a period correct modified sound system. You can tell with that Pioneer system there. It looks definitely 70s, maybe early 80s. Some period correct updated speakers in the back as well.
Yep,
probably updated sometime around the second or third owner.
And a few small vinyl tops or bubbles in that vinyl top. But again, that's just super common on these, especially if it hasn't been replaced. But look how straight and solid the body is. No rip at all on the door, quarter fender. People love classic cars because of the history, because of you know, the classicness of them, because
the stories they tell.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to say. It's been a long day, it didn't come out right. But yeah, the stories they tell, and this one tells a really neat story. And props to the guy who bought it from the fourth owner for going back and interviewing all those people.
This fourth owner was very meticulous in tracking down every single one of the car's previous owners and getting their entire like takes and history from what they got from it. So it's pretty cool to read that.
It is. There's not many other purchases a guy will make and track down everything before that, but classic cars are just one of those things where, again, they're not just a car, they're the story they tell. Here's a couple small little rock chips there and a small scuff there that I think will come off. Rocker's really solid.
Yep.
Just a really cool Camaro. This door panel's in good shape too. A lot of times with these original ones, you'll see them all cracked up here, but this one's just not. Corner of the door's really solid. Original rubbers too.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's pretty impressive. Driver's seat's in good shape. Got just a small amount of wear, but one of the cleaner original interiors I've seen. Very, very nice. Let's take it for a spin.
Let's do it.
Thanks,
Keys.
It's got a really good sound.
Yeah, it does.
So tack works.
Yep.
Gas gauge works. You got your oil pressure. Carries really good oil pressure.
Yep.
Temp gauge and amp gauge looks like that works. I doubt that really old system works, but you don't even need that with this car. It sounds so good.
It's got a soundtrack for it that that's the only soundtrack you need.
Yeah, absolutely. Heater fan works.
Sure thing.
Let's see if our wipers. Oh, our wipers turn. They just don't have the knobs on them, or the blades on them. I mean, we'll get blades put on there. I think we had to order some, so yeah, that'll be on there. But the wipers work and because the knobs turn. But
super cool cowl hood. You can see the air cleaner vibrating under there.
Yeah,
It's really
it's
nice.
neat.
It's really neat.
This thing is a real ball to drive.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's one of the faster Camaros I've been in, and it handles so nice. Like
Oh,
I said,
man.
it just feels like you're back in
Oh yeah.
'69. You know,
Yeah.
a couple years after you had it, taking her, driving her
it's
down
taking
to
it-
the drag
yeah,
strip.
Taking it to a drag strip.
It's a fun car.
Listen to that.
Smells good. Look, our 60 miles an hour right here. It just handles really great. I'm gonna go around the curve, but once I get on the straight road, then I'll take my hands off the wheel.
Yeah.
But steering's nice tight. And again, no power steering,
Yep.
which I prefer when you're going down the road.
Yeah.
When we get up here, I'll show you how easy it is to steer, even though it doesn't have power steering. But it drives awesome. There's a little downshift.
Oh man, that is fantastic. This thing just sounds incredible.
We'll check our synchros down into
Yep.
third, second,
Yep.
up into first. All the synchros
Yep.
and the tranny and stuff are awesome.
Oh,
Clutch
it
feels
worked real
great.
well. Yep.
It's one of those things where like you just have to drive it yourself and you'll
Yeah.
instantly fall in love. It's kind of hard to explain like through video, but just get behind the wheel of this thing and you're gonna instantly want to drive it home.
Now you can't tell because I'm behind the camera, but I've just got this shit-eating grin on my face. This thing is unlike any Camaro I've been in for a little while.
It just handles so tight. There's no rattles, vibrations. There's just nothing but. Shifting now is at like 3,700 RPM.
Yeah. That is so much fun.
It's a hell of a car.
Yeah.
It really is. Whoever gets this one, the fifth owner of this Camaro,
Yeah.
is going to be a really lucky guy or gal because
Yes,
it's
he
just
is.
the history, the drivability of it,
Yeah.
the whole fun factor.
This thing is the complete package, hands down.
It's got it all. Not perfect,
No.
but nothing is. But the history on this one and just how nice it rides and drives and the quality is what makes this thing really special.
Absolutely. Oh man, that never gets old.
No, it's a hell of a car. Here's your brakes. Got a nice full pedal.
Yeah, real nice.
Stop straight. One last takeoff
Yeah,
and
let's
then check this thing out on the website, coyoteclassics.com. Sweet car.
Oh man.
Check it out on the site. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.